Hi there, I'm Marley Littlefield with Remax Coastal Advantage in the Manzanita office, and I wanted to hop on today because I want to talk about short-term rental rules in Tillamook County. A lot of things have been changing the last couple years, and not only in Tillamook County, but Clatsop County and Lincoln County, the central North Oregon coast counties. One of the cities that I work in, Rockaway Beach, just had a big change in the last month, and I'm gonna let you know some of the things that have changed that are pretty important. So there is a cap on short-term rentals, and they will not issue more than 420 licenses at any one time. As of March 29th, 2024, the number of current licenses exceeds the cap. So there was a rumor that it was 200 licenses over the limit, and when we spoke to the city about how many licenses over the limit there really is, they said 100 licenses over the limit. So there are exceptions to the cap. The exceptions are that the applicant was already under contract to purchase the dwelling unit before March 15th, 2024. If the applicant for the short-term rental took ownership of the dwelling within 180 days after March 15th, and if the applicant applies for a short-term rental license within 270 days after March 15th, 2024. So if you are thinking of doing a short-term rental anytime in the near future and you just purchased your property, make sure to apply now. I'm not sure if that's going to help because we're already 100 over the cap, but we'll see. So does the cap affect me if I already have a license? Renewals will be issued as long as all requirements continue to be met. A renewal application is submitted and applicable fees are paid. So there's that. When will the city review the cap? The city council will review the cap on an annual basis each October, beginning October 25th. What is the new license waiting list? Since the total number of allowed licenses have been issued by the city is maintaining a waiting list for those owners wishing to obtain a license. An owner of a property may submit a waiting list application and pay an administrative fee of $95 to be added to the waiting list. Are there any zoning restrictions in Rockaway for short-term rentals? A permitted dwelling within the city limits can apply for a short-term rental if it meets the application criteria. Who is eligible to apply for a short-term rental license? A property owner who holds a title or a recorded land sale contract. Can your property management company apply for you? No, you will need to submit that yourself. What if I have more than one dwelling unit on my property? Does each unit need a separate license? Yes, each dwelling unit must have a separate license, and more than more license may be issued for permitted units on a single property. If rented separately, they each need their own license. Can I transfer the license if the property sells? This is a big one here, and for the owners in Rockaway Beach that are currently holding a short-term rental license, don't let it go. This one is really going to be important to you. So yes, you can transfer the license if the property sells. The license is issued to the owner and may be transferred with the sale or conveyance of the property. All short-term rental license holders must report to the city any change of ownership of their short-term rental in whatever form before the transfer of ownership. New owners must notify the change of ownership within 30 days of closing to effect a short-term license transfer. Now, what about license renewals? All short-term rentals must apply annually for the period of 1 year from July 1st to the current year to June 30th of the following year. The fee is $500 and is non-refundable nor subject to proration. If the owner is out of compliance with the city code regulations, requirements, or any existing fines or corrective actions related to the licensed property exists, the city will not renew the license and the property shall no longer be used as a short-term rental. What is the application process? New application must be submitted to the city with full payment and all required attachments. Incomplete application packets will not be accepted or processed. After one resubmittal, All additional resubmittals for the same property shall require payment of additional application fees. Failures to supply complete information for the application within 30 days of the initial application submission shall result in its expiration of the application. Applicants can request in writing for a one-time only 30-day extension after receiving communication of an incomplete application. So a lot of things have changed as of March 29th. And as you have heard here, there is a cap to short-term rentals. It's over the cap right now. They're reviewing caps on October of each new year. So an update will be coming in October, and that is of 2025. So it's going to be a while till we hear an update. So if you are looking in Rockaway Beach or have a property in Rockaway Beach and are interested in learning more about the short-term rental rules, or are looking in any of the cities on the coast, please reach out. Let me know. I have a lot of knowledge about each one of the cities, and I am excited to share it with all of you. So I'm looking forward to talking to anybody who has interest in learning more.